Here's how I made a short movie with just sound effects, one lens, and myself. Okay, so we're gonna start with the lens that I used. It was just a regular zoom lens. I don't really know. I think it was an SF18. It says on here it's actually an 18 to 55mm lens, wide angle, and it's capable of zooming. It's not just some regular crappy lens. Now, I used myself as the model, even though the film wasn't really good, relatively good. I managed to make it even better by the video editing. Sound effects are key to making a good-ish movie. Although it was very short, it did take time. It wasn't just a straight process, but I did manage to shoot it in just one day and edit it in 3 days. Now, how I made the movie suspenseful is really hard to explain, but I'll try and put it into like layman's terms. So basically, what I did was record a series of sound effects that added to the background of the movie, which created a spooky atmosphere. So with the spooky atmosphere, it makes the movie feel spooky, obviously. It creates the genre of horror, which is what I was aiming for. And with the background music, it just adds a sense of depth to the movie. And the reason behind creating my own sound effects is it's the best idea to make sure the sound is synchronized and you've got no clumsy just rattling in the background. But it doesn't matter. You can record them with a phone. You can record them with a professional lavalier microphone. You can record it with a Rode mic. It really doesn't matter what you record them with, as long as if you use an AI tool to get rid of the background noise, or you just go rogue and put the volume low, put an effect on it, and using Audacity, and there you go. Now, let's talk about the camera setup during the movie. It was a Canon EOS 90D, the one that I used to film all my YouTube videos, and a wide-angle lens that I recently acquired. It's not like the old lens that I used to have, where it was right up close and personal. Instead, it was actually just a regular wide-angle lens. You can get them relatively cheap off of Facebook Marketplace or Comley Cameras near Cleethorpes, Grimsby. Wherever your local camera shop is, I'm sure they'll have a relatively good priced wide-angle lens. The downside is you won't get all of the features you would get with an expensive lens, so it would be relatively rigid, not very firm to work with, whereas the expensive lenses where you use for motorsport photography are very well built. They've got water sealing, so just a bit of water resistance, not fully waterproof, but so you won't really get them damaged. You can have them in heavy depths of rain and they just won't make an error. I mean, to be honest, you don't need an expensive lens to make a good movie. All you need is the confidence to make it, along with the script and the camera itself. It doesn't matter what camera you've got, just as long as if you've got an idea, you've got a pen and paper, you got your notes app on your phone, you've got no excuse. Now, the tripod that I used was, I don't know the brand. It was a Tramon. It's not a very wide-known brand. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I know they are used a lot from YouTubers and stuff like that. I did get it from my local camera store, which is not very well known since I live in a small town. But it's alright. It does go up to about 6 feet. So round near my height, well, like 5'11". But it's actually okay. I love the tripod. It's very flexible. Well, I mean, by flexible, I don't mean it's bendy or anything like that. I just mean the way you can just get it out anywhere with no difficulty or anything like that. And it's got loads of attachments on it, so you're able to hang it on your back, which is what I did for some of my shoots with a artist. Just put it on my back while I was riding my bike, and boom, easy. Put my camera in my camera bag, and it's done and dusted. Now, the way I shot the shots was just with the camera itself, the lens, and the light. The light, it's so-so. I did buy it for food photography, which I will be making another video in the future if I don't get burnt out from all the schoolwork. But I managed to incorporate that light into, I don't know, just a dim setting, so it wasn't very light, it wasn't very dark. I filmed it at night about 1 a.m, so it was very dim, but you won't be able to notice the lighting because the footage may be so stuttery, but that was on purpose. It wasn't the fact that it was poor quality, it was just the fact that I wanted it to be as spooky and it as good into the horror genre as I possibly could. But yeah, that was basically it for the lighting setup and the camera lens standpoint. Now I want to talk about how I made the movie possible with the sound effects that I got. Recording them sound effects is genuinely the heart of the movie. I managed to record them with my phone. Now, I don't have the money or budget to rinse on professional microphones to record all that stuff on, so I chose to do it with my phone. For example, there's a little table that is made out of aluminium for the notes dropping on the floor. All I did was put my phone, turned everything off in the room, including the light, because obviously it still has hertz in the light bulb, so you will hear it. So I turned off the light, and that was it. Hit record. That was it. And I didn't use any AI to noise cancel the background or anything like that, because obviously it was dark and, well, there was no noise because it was 1 a.m. But the way I challenged myself was by creating them all on my phone, making sure I recorded them all by myself, making sure they were synchronized and cut to fit. And it's a very challenging process. You have to sit there, especially for 3 days. That is pretty impressive. Even though on the video it might not look as good, you might not think it's impressive, that's okay, because I think it's impressive, and maybe future employers might see these videos and think, what a good idea. Which is another video that I'll be coming out with soon, how to impress your future employers, which is not something that I've gone through yet, but yeah, you might need it in the future. To be honest, that's it. It wasn't very detailed, I'd say. It wasn't a very slow shoot. It was relatively fast. The only things that I would watch out for is the tripod that you pick and the light that you pick. The light with different settings, whether it's a black box or anything like that, it doesn't matter what light you've got, it matters how you use it. Same with the camera and same with the tripod. It doesn't matter. The light can have as many settings on it as it possibly can, but if you've got crap cinematography skills or videography skills, you won't capture the right moments, therefore you won't be able to make a good video or movie. If you haven't got any good editing skills, it doesn't matter. As long as if you've tried and you've got something to show in your portfolio, the progression from good to bad. And I guess that's it for the video. If you'd like to see anything else, just let me know by commenting. Thank you for the 25 subscribers, which is quite massive for me, I'm not gonna lie. My other YouTube channel got 200, but I mean, I wasn't passionate about that like I'm passionate about this. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, if you'd like to see any more, just comment. Or like it, bookmark this video so you know what to see in the future. And that's pretty much it. If you'd like to see any future videos, just let me know. And yeah, that's me, Lewis Walters, locked in and out. You know the score. Make sure to go watch the mini movie. I did spend quite a lot of time and effort on that, so please.